Okay, we are planting sweet corn. Me and Alyssa and Morgan. This is Johnny Selected Seeds. It's a double standard sweet corn. We plant some of our own seeds also, but this particular planting happens to be some that we bought. We save seeds from our corn, but we just can't save the amount that we would need in order to supply some local organic seeds to our customers and to have seeds for us. And then there's always new varieties to try too. So I'm going to show you what we're doing, the plot we're finishing up, and then we're going to go plant some popcorn. When we go to the popcorn plot, I'm going to let Morgan operate the wheel hoe, and we're going to video or show you how it works and how well it does. So let me turn you around, let you see what we're doing right here. All right, see Morgan hard at work there, and up there we got Alyssa heading back. And we got 4 rows. These are spaced roughly 3 feet, and then we are spacing the seeds roughly 10 to 12 inches. We don't want none no closer than 10, but we're looking for a 10 to 12 inch spacing on our seeds. And you'll have some that don't germinate. You'll have some mistakes. You'll have, like Morgan, missing the trench here and throwing it up in the middle. And later she'll blame it on birds. But this little trench, we just use the Haas Tools wheel hoe and with a single cultivator on it, and cut a single trench. And let me tell you, that was 4,000 times easier than using a triangle hoe or a regular hoe to cut those trenches. So now all we got to do is go back over it with a hoe and cover it over. I would use the wheel hoe to cover it over, but I don't want to cover those seeds that deep. So we're looking for about a 1 inch depth, and I'd end up with them too far in the ground. So there's what we used. A single cultivator in the middle. And that cut us a nice little trench. So we're very happy with that. So we're going to get to covering these up so we can move to the next plot. Alright, Morgan's lining her wheel hoe up. She's going to try to do a fairly straight roll down through there. And this will be her first full roll that she's ever used it on. So go, Morgan, let's see how you do it. She's got to widen that foot stance out and get off of her furrow. It's a little awkward the way you got to walk, but it's easy once you figure out that's what you got to do. And so let's go down to the other end and watch her as she comes. Now, Alyssa is going to go behind her and start planting the Dakota Black popcorn. And yes, technically you're not supposed to plant them together, but they're not. We got several hundred feet between them, and the days to maturity are completely different. Now, she done decent. She got off a little bit here and there, but other than that, she did all right. The Dakota Black has a 90-day maturity that Alyssa's getting ready to plant, and our sweet corn, the double standard, has a 73-day. So the sweet corn should be up and tasseled way before the Dakota Black gets there, because you don't want your popcorn and your sweet corn to cross-pollinate with each other. So Morgan, tell us, was that easier than using a hoe and going down there and digging a trench? What, about 40 times faster? Yeah, maybe even 100. All right. All right. Well, all right, we're going to get this planted. I tell you what, I'm going to let Morgan operate the camera, and I'm going to do a roll.
Okay.
So.
How far apart?
Fine. All right, so we're looking for about a 3-foot space between rolls. So use my foot to mark it off. It don't have to be exact. The quicker you go, the straighter your rolls will be. because you're not constantly trying to correct. I mean, folks, it don't get much easier than that.
Look at that, basically fully straight.
Now, that is awesome. And you can use a tractor and implements to do the same thing, but you need more space between your rows. And we only have 5 acres, and half or better of it's in fruit trees. So we're limited on what we can do, and we're trying to farm more and more, so we got to get more creative. Now, I'm going to change the attachments, and if Morgan will show you, in between our peas over there, we got some weeds. So I'm going to change the attachments, and I'm going to do a practice run on taking care of those weeds. Morgan gets done showing you the weeds, she can go ahead and hit the stop button, and we'll bring you back in a minute.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Instead of going with the weed cutter attachments, I decided to go with the cultivators because this needs cultivated, and I thought it would work better. So I have 3 cultivators on here. You can configure these in multiple ways. You can do 2, 1, 3, 4. So I'm going with 3, as you can see my configuration. 4 will just give you a finer cultivation. So bear with me as I get between the stakes here. Makes it a little hard. Alright, so the ground's a little bit tough, so got to kind of pull back and forth to keep cutting through it. But I can tell you right now, this is a lot easier than a hoe. And this won't get every weed.
But it'll get a whole lot of them.
Yeah.
Tiny things like this make life a lot easier on the farm.
Yes, and that's what we're trying to accomplish, is to make work quicker and easier. So you can see before over here and after over there. And we'll come back to and cultivate this again in a week or 2 and just continue to aggravate the far out of those weeds, and hopefully eventually they decide to give up. Give our peas a chance to be peas instead of weeds. And you don't want to get over into the roots of your peas. I hope you can see how much better that is. So that's what we're doing. We're going to come back, me and Morgan and Alyssa. We're going to plant us another row of corn over here. So I'll cultivate this real good and then put out a furrow. And we'll probably get 2 rolls actually over here. All right. I hope you've enjoyed. We'll get this video up as soon as we can for you.